Kayla Price here with Healthy Fit. Welcome to today's Bikini Body Camp. We're going to use the resistance loop. Grab a couple sets of weights. If you remember to put on your fitness watch, which I didn't, go ahead and start your watch. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to grab my medium weight here. Feet are a little bit more than shoulder width apart, sinking down into that squat. We're either going to tap or hop it in and out. Goblet hold, elbows in and out, hop squats. Again, we can tap, staying low, or hop in and out. Also, keeping those legs bent. Couple more. And stand. Grab your other weight, medium to heavy weight. Underhand grip, so your palms are facing up. Deadlift, rowing at the bottom. And stand. Nice flat back, like you have a string coming from your head. And stand. Leading with the elbows, one more. Medium weight for our next exercise. Curtsy, bicep curl. We're going to keep that back leg stationary and do some on this side, pushing back into your glute, and then we'll switch sides. That looks good. Switching to the other side. Cross behind. Curtsy and curl. If you feel any pressure at all in that front knee, shift your weight back towards the glute. You should be feeling this in the outside of the leg. One more. Stepping back into a lunge position. Weight is up at our shoulders. Feet should be parallel, knees coming down in alignment with toes. Lunge, shoulder press. Shoulder press. And up. Watching those knees in alignment with the toes. One more. Changing up the exercise for the next series, you can lighten your weight. Lunging on the other side. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see from another angle. Tricep kickback lunge. Tricep kickback pivoting at this elbow here, working the back of the arm. One more. Set the weights down. Rolling it out to plank with 3 push-ups. If you're not getting down the floor, you can do your push-ups right here on the chair. Rolling it down. Walking it out on your hands and knees or your toes. 3 push-ups right here. Pressing through the palms, walk it back. Roll it up. Let's do that again. Rolling it down, walking it out, push-ups. Looking out in front of your hands or over the front of your chair. Walk it back. And roll it up. Shake it out. We're all warmed up. We're getting ready to start our work. So the protocol for today's workout, we have 2 sets of each block of exercises. We've got a strength exercise, a HIIT or cardio exercise, followed by a core exercise. All right, so we're going to start with our first movement. Warrior 3, reach to airplane. I'll face to the side so you can see this from the side. Tipping at the hip, using a chair or something for balance as needed. Warrior 3. Bring your arms out, the airplane. Tap and control up. Tipping down. Bring the arms out. Hold for 3. Slow and controlled up. I'm going to rotate to the other side. Down. Find your balance. Extend out in airplane. And controlled. Couple more. I skipped my warrior 3 there. I went right into airplane. So as we do this exercise, we want to engage our core, spreading out our toes, finding the balance in the ball of our foot, the heel in each toe. Taking our time. And rest. Next exercise, lateral hop squat. So check your area, make sure there's nothing in the way. Step or hop to one side, single leg squat. So as you do the single leg squat, we want to keep mindful of our knee in alignment with the toes. You can kickstand that leg if you don't feel confident on the one leg. Lateral hop, control it, and squat. You can tap down before you do your squat or float the leg all the way through. It's up to you. One more. All right, sideline clam, leg press, flex foot. You can do the clam seated in the chair if you're not getting down on the floor. Sideline clam, leg press, flexing your foot, pushing down away from you. Clam, open those legs up, and then press down. Flex the foot. Your elbow is supporting your shoulder here. And press, flexing the foot, engaging the hamstring. My top butt cheek is on fire. What about you? Oh my goodness. Press. One more right here. All right. Come on up. We are going into our second set of balance. Remember, we want to spread our toes, ground through the ball of the foot, the heel and those toes. Warrior 3. Come out to reach to airplane. Tap it up. Warrior 3, tipping at the hip, like you have that string coming from your head. Warrior 3, airplane. You can use something if you need it for balance. So I always demonstrate with a chair, just in case. This is great for building ankle strength, stability, balance. We've got 15 seconds left. Engage the core. Focus on something maybe on the floor in front of you. And rest. All right, back to that lateral hop, single leg squat. Check your area, make sure you're not gonna trip on anything. And squat. Controlling that knee. Hop. Single leg squat. Control. Watch that knee in alignment, stacked up over the foot. Good. Last one. Sideline clam flex foot press. On the second side, elbow is supporting your leg. Again, you can do this seated in the chair, open and close the clam. Flex foot press. Open and press. Doesn't take long to feel it when you have that loop on, does it? Oh my goodness. Make sure your foot is flexed when you do that press to the outside here. Press, because we want to feel it in the back of the hamstring. Good, that looks better. And press and rest. All right, we're done with our first set. Moving on to our next exercise. A lighter weight for this one. Static lunge with a crossbody reach and pull. Light to medium weight. In that lunge position, we're going to reach across. Come down in that lunge and pull. Across and pull like we're pulling a sword out of the stone. Reach and pull. I'm actually going to increase my weight. That one's a little bit too light for me for this. Just because you start with a certain weight doesn't mean that you have to stick with it. You can always change it up. We have a little bit of a twist here, so we're engaging our core. Straighten that back foot. It looks like it's turned out a little bit. We want the feet positioned like train tracks. Reach. One more. Good. All right, plyo lunge is our next move. Low impact option is stepping back. Stepping back. Other option, switch and switch and switch. So I want to make sure our goal is to get those legs at 90-degree bends and switch. Controlling the knee. Come on, we've got 10 seconds left. Woo! Legs are burning. Glute bridge, chest press with twist. You can use a medium to heavy weight for this one. Unless you're doing the standing option, you're going to use a light weight like that. All right. Feet are parallel. Push off into that glute bridge. We're going to keep our butt elevated. Arms out wide. Up. Rotate and twist those weights. Up. Twist the weights so your palms are together. Back down. Squeezing the glutes. Keep that butt lifted. Good. Now, if you're feeling this in your shoulders, I want you to shift the weight down towards your belly button so you feel it more in your pectoral muscles. Yes, one more. And rest. We'll be doing a second set so you can always assess where you're at and increase your weight the next round. All right, back to our static lunge, crossbody reach and sword pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reaching across the body. Our feet are parallel like train tracks. Get down into that lunge and open. Take that weight towards the outside of your leg for a little bit more of a twist. There you go. Your weight doesn't have to go all the way down to the floor. It can go up a little higher as long as you're in that lunge position. Of course, the lower you go, the more work, the more challenge. Rest. Set that weight down. Check your area for safety. We're into our plyo lunges. Either stepping back or hop, switch and switch. Your choice. We've only got 30 seconds here. Challenge yourself. Switch, switch. Control those knees. You got it. Come on, 8 seconds left. your weight. I'm going to increase my weight for this one. Challenge yourself. If you felt like it was too easy last time, increase that weight. Feet are parallel. Pressing up in that glute bridge. Arms are like goalposts up. Rotate, twist, palms together. Back down. Lifting the butt cheeks. Keeping those hips lifted towards the sky. Feeling in your pectoralis muscles. So right here in your chest. If you're feeling the shoulders, again, bring that weight down a little bit lower towards your belly button. One more. There you have it. Another block done. Get a sip of water. Moving on to new moves. Light to medium weight for this one. Stationary curtsy. Overhead tricep extension. Crossing behind in that curtsy. Weights go overhead. So you can keep the weights separate or hold them together. We want to keep our elbows close to our head and extend. If the elbows come out, we're using our bicep as a crutch. We want to target that tricep muscle. Pushing back into the glute. We shouldn't feel any pressure on that front knee. How are we doing? That looks good. Keep it up. One more. All right, set those weights out of the way for our next move. Skaters forward, shuffle back. So if you only have your mat, your shuffle is going to be a little bit less. Either tap or skate forward using this space you have. Shuffle back. If you only have a little bit of space, maybe you do two skaters. Shuffle. You can either float that leg or tap. You can sink down and reach towards the floor if you want a little bit more. All right. Hollow hold to crunch, weighted. You can do this seated in the chair. I'll show that really quick. And then we'll move to the floor. Either single knee or double knee, seated in the chair, or come to the floor. Next option is a C-sit right here. Single knee or double knee. Other option, hollow hold. Weight goes overhead. Lift yourself off the floor and crunch. Reach and crunch. Again, we can do alternate legs, resting one on the floor. Lots of progressions. It's up to you to decide what's going to work for you. Challenge yourself. One more. Rest. Whew. Those made me sweaty. All right. Grab your medium or heavy weights for our, we're back to the curtsy. I'm skipping ahead, trying to skip ahead here. One or two weights up overhead. Remember, if you have a weight in each hand and they're separate, it's going to require more muscle control. Challenge yourself. Tricep and extend. Keeping those elbows in and reach. Pushing back into your glute. Getting nice and low in that curtsy while keeping your tall posture. Good. I love it. That weight looks heavy. One more. And rest. Back to our skaters. Check your area for safety. Make sure there's nothing in your way. Either step and tap or hop it. Tapping that foot down or floating the leg, shuffle back. You got this. 13 seconds left. Shuffle. All right, hollow hold to crunch with that weight. Assess the weight that you used last time. Decide if you're in the chair, if you're in the C-sit position, or if you're going all the way back. You're doing single leg crunch or double leg. It's up to you. We want to keep space under our chin, regardless of which option we pick. If you feel like you're straining your neck, you can always take one hand and support the head and then switch to the other side, yes? Remember, we have the option of keeping the legs on the floor and doing single, our C-sit. And you can switch between the exercises. You don't have to do the same exercise for the whole time. Rest. That's how we get stronger, challenging ourselves, working up to harder options, building that strength and endurance. All right, medium to heavy weight. Side lunge row to knee balance with a curl. Side lunge, weight frames the knee. Row it back. Tap, find your balance, bring that knee up and curl. Row at the side lunge. Tap, here's your balance, engage the core. Curl. Great job, keep it up. We've got 15 seconds left here. I started to do the wrong thing there. If you mess up the pattern, it's okay to reset. All right, weighted burpees, overhead press. So if you're not getting down the floor, we can do squat, lunge, alternate, bring the weight up overhead. If you want to add a push-up in there, you can. Stepping back, put that push-up in, step it in, weight up overhead. Either step or hop into that plank. And rest. All right, plank reach throughs with the weight. You can either do this on the seat of your chair or on the floor, on your knees or toes. You only need one weight. You're gonna put your weight to the outside of your hands. Reaching through with the opposite arm, bring it to the outside. Come back in your plank, reach, tap, plank. Your hands are stacked under your shoulders, core is engaged. If you're using the chair, the weight is gonna stay towards the middle. You can reach it through and tap. Reach it through and tap. Or use the top of the chair. Really has to be turned around for that. Without any weight, reach and tap. Reach and tap. All right, last set before our cool down. Side lunge row to knee balance. I'm increasing my weight. What about you? Side lunge. Lead with the elbows, row, tap, knee balance, and curl. Remember, when we come up on that knee balance, our core is engaged. We're spreading our toes, whether we have shoes on or not, finding that balance in the heel, the ball of the foot in each one of your toes, building that ankle strength. Ten seconds left. And rest. All right, weighted burpees, overhead press. Remember your options, using the seat, coming down to your knees, jumping or hopping. Increase your weights if you feel like you're good there. Nice long line through the spine on that plank. Weight up overhead. Step or hop it out. You can add that push up here if you want. That's up to you. We want to get our heart rate up. And rest. Plank, weighted, reach throughs. Remember your options. If you're using the top of the chair, you don't need to use weight, you're reaching through. With a slight rotation, you can use your seat. You only need one weight. You can be on your knees or toes. Weight goes to outside, you reach through, tap it down. Reach the other arm, tap. Nice long line through the spine, looking out in front of your hands or in front of the chair. Ten seconds left. This is our last couple seconds of work here. Make it count. Rest. Whew. Good job, good job. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna start our cool down with a little bit of glute work. Building that booty. All right, so we're gonna use our weights for this first one. Weights are on the hips. Pressing up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. I forgot to show you the standing option. If you're not getting down on the floor, squat, reach, pressing your hips to the front. Couple more here. We've got 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna switch it up and do something else. Are you feeling it in those butt cheeks? Set the weights to the side. Single leg press up, flexing the foot towards the ceiling, and press, press, press. If you're not getting down on the ground, you're pressing back with that flex foot. Press, press, press. Lift that leg up. Good. I like to see that flex. Couple more on this side, and then we're going to switch it up. Keep that hip lifted. Switch to the other leg. Flexing the foot and press it up. Like you're trying to push the ceiling above you. Breathe. Keep that butt cheek engaged. Keeping those hips lifted. We've got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you can slide that band off if you have a band on today. That torture is finished. All right, happy baby. So we can either bring our legs up and grab onto the thighs. We could grab onto the calves. Or if you're flexible, grab onto the tops of the feet and stretch out. Stay here for a little stretch. If you are in the chair, we can take one leg at a time and pull it towards the chest. All right, so I'm going to show you the stretch across. If you're sitting in the chair, you're going to extend to one side, opening the leg. If you're on the floor, same thing. We're going to take one of our legs. You can drop the other one down, grabbing onto the thigh, the calf, or the foot. Extend the leg towards the outside. Breathe here. If it feels better to extend the leg, you can. I think you feel more supported with the leg bent. All right, let's do that with the other leg. Plant one on the floor, the other one you're going to grab onto the thigh, bringing it open, the calf, or extending the foot. Try to keep your spine and your hips on the floor so that we can relax and open the hip flexor, the psoas. All right, coming back to a bent leg position, cross one leg over for a figure 4 stretch. You can reach through and grab the back of the thigh. You can use your elbow to press into your thigh to open up that hip a little bit more. You can extend the leg. Seated option looks the same. Crossing over at the thigh, leaning forward, or over at the ankle, leaning forward. Now let's take that leg. If you're sitting in the chair, you're going to cross and slide it down, gently twisting. If you're on the floor, it's going to look very similar. We have that cross leg. We're going to take that leg across the body, the midline, reaching our arm in the opposite direction. So my back arm here is reaching towards the floor. This knee, you see here, there's space. It doesn't have to touch the floor. We just want to get that gentle spinal stretch. All right, other side. Figure 4, if you're seated in the chair, again, you're crossing over at the ankle or over the thigh. When we cross at the ankle, we want to make sure we're not actually on the ankle joint. We can reach through, grab the back of the leg, applying pressure with our elbow here to really stretch out our piriformis. We can extend this leg if we wish. All right, let's cross that leg across the body, across the midline. If you're in the chair, you're sliding your leg down, lengthening the spine like we have that string coming from our head, reaching in the opposite direction. Again, our knee does not have to touch the ground to get a good stretch. Nice deep breaths here. All right, come on up for a sun salutation. If you're not getting down on the floor, when we go into our plank, you're going to plank on the chair, stepping forward into a runner's lunge here, and your down dog is going to be here for that stretch. All right, here we go. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank on your chair, on your knees or on your toes. Hands are stacked under the shoulders. Push back into your down dog. Pressing your heels towards the floor. Feeling that good stretch in your shoulders. Come back into your plank. Step to the outside of your chair or the outside of your hands for a runner's lunge. You have the option of being on your knee here as well. Sinking into the stretch so you feel it on the underside of the leg. Let's do that on the other side. Plank. Step forward wide. Sink into the stretch. Runner's lunge. Coming back into your down dog. Pedaling those legs. Bend them right and left. Right and left. Let's hold this one for a calf stretch and switch. Coming back into a plank. Step it in and roll it up. Bicep stretch, arm across the body, shoulder away from the ear. Taking that arm up overhead. Give yourself a pat on the back for showing up today. Let's do that on the other side. Bicep stretch. Don't forget to send me your sweaty selfie at Kella Price at Healthy Fitness Life Coach. Let me know what you thought of today's workout. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Bikini Body Camp. Because everybody is a bikini body, right? Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining me.